Rudy Gobert, make the argument, best defensive player in the NBA. As the ball is up, the game is on. We'll have a chat about that as this game continues as the Clippers win the tap. Williams splits a pair of defenders, tries to float it up himself. Oh my! He followed his own miss over the top of Favors and taps it home. Do have numbers if they push. Jackson finds a wide open Lou Williams for three. The Czar and 20 in this first quarter. Inside to O'Neal, and he gets the roll. Defensive breakdown for the Clippers. We've got a timeout on the floor. Clippers by 3. Utah 5 for 14 from the field. Mitchell, a deep 3. Oh, and it machine guns home for Donovan Mitchell, shooting 39% from above the arc to tie up the score.
Off that high screen, stopped it. He was a good 3-4 feet behind it.
Lou Williams into Zubac. Oh, punching it in with the right hand. And the Clippers lead by 2. Long, and Zoo has responded. Jackson, the runner, off the window and in. And Reggie Jackson in his 14th start has 7 for the Clippers. Lou Williams zigs and zags his way to his left. Jumper is true for Lou. He has 7.
See you the entire way, almost an easy bucket.
And Clarkson knocks down the jumper. Continuity on this Utah roster. 23-22, Clippers out in front. Senior, double clutcher at the rim and gets a friendly roll.
Guys missed a couple of shots that normally makes.
Coffey tries to give to man, overthrows, turnover. Clarkson pulls up from 3, going 2 for 1. Oh, and a follow by Gobert, and he slams it home.
To bring that backline defender over towards him, then that pass will be a little bit easier.
Clarkson knocks down his second basket. He has 5. Apologize, Clipper Nation. Clarkson down the lane, lobs it up high to Gobert. Zoo does well for air traffic control, but Gobert stays with it and then throws it down. Utah's biggest lead was 5 to start the game. Gobert collides in mid-flight with Zubac, but lays it in nevertheless. Great defense by Zoo. Better
Off the dribble.
Most prolific scorer in NBA history off the bench. Ingles down the lane. It is good. It's a 5-point Utah lead. Man back the other way. Gets away from the rim and knocks it down. First bucket for Terrence Mann.
Used that move against Miami, didn't it? More minutes.
Coffey into the paint to the rim. Oh, and lays it in. Instant brew from Amir Coffey.
I like
play a game of catch. Lou moves to his left, dumps it to, a lob to Zoo. How about that? Protecting the ball the last couple of times out for the Clippers. Clarkson, who has the green light anytime he touches it. You can see why. Knocks it down and cuts the lead in half.
One of the things you look at is points in the paint between these two teams. Lou pulling up, stopping and popping. Step or two above the foul line area.
With 14, Clippers by 4, 4:06 to play. In a scrappy, muddy type of game, Mitchell follows his miss.
That 10 turnovers already. That's a lot of turnovers.
Favors down the lane, floats it home. Derek Favors is not much of a scorer. He's just a solid piece coming off the bench. Mann, mid-range, book it for Terrence Mann. He has 6 points.
Being a small market city, they opened up the wallet and they rewarded and paid 3 or 4 of these guys. And the money is flowing in Utah right now.
Donovan Mitchell knocks it in to tie up the score. Ibaka hesitates on the 3 and knocks it in. Usually hesitation is the best defender. Not for Serge Ibaka. And they are enjoying that right now.
And that's what 2 pros, 2 veterans will do. We'll talk it out. We'll see Ibaka again knock it down the 3.
We got a new owner as well, and Ryan Smith is committed to the community, committed to the locker room, that is for sure. Jackson trying to get clever. He does. He fades. He fires. He has 9 first half points. Reggie Jackson here this season for the Clippers. Mitchell disappears, reappears, comes up firing and knocks it in. He struggled to start. He's now 5 for 13 after opening up 1 for 9. A pivotal quarter for sure. Both teams are very solid in this frame. Gobert deep inside and lays there. But he is missed as well. There's a lot of intangible things and tangible things. Senior The jumper is good. And Marcus Morris Sr. now with 7. Who comes away with a defensive play, crossing over O'Neal from the wing to the lane to the rim, and in what a play by Lou Williams. Bogdanovich lowers his shoulder down the lane off the window and in, counted. And the Clippers are having great difficulty defending dining area as well. But he is starting to find that form that he had last year. Reggie Jackson counted on a foul and send him to the line. Now is finding himself going up against Gobert. Mitchell trying to get it to him. Instead fires up the 3 and knocks it in. A good decision there by Mitchell, feeling that Gobert would have
tonight's game.
2 surprising misses were from Marcus Morris Sr. And boy, another episode of defending and fouling. And find Sr. on the wing.
So you need to take advantage of this because Bogdanovich cannot play here.
Clippers lead by 1, hanging on here in the 3rd quarter. Lou to Ibaka. Oh, off the window and in.
Just not getting it up high enough. You're shooting a line drive at the basket right now.
Great defense by Reggie Jackson, but Clarkson able to score.
The self-serve, Brian. I mean, I know that Amir gave you a shout out today. You're gonna be humble.
Went to Division I as Mitchell goes down the lane and down the hatch it goes. In fact, Amir's sister Naya drafted in the WNBA. Mitchell stops into the paint, elevates. Leaps over the top of Ivica for the loose ball. Up top to Niang for 3. Got it. We're going to have to play in the 3rd. Lou Williams challenges, favors. Oh, a ferocious follow from Ivica Zubac. His own rebound. A no-look in the corner for Coffey. Oh, the Brewmaster delivers again. And the Clippers close the lead down to 1. Ingles to Gobert, hit from behind, counted, and a foul. Gobert runs into Zoo, gets his own rebound, and cannot get the second effort to follow. Now another extended possession for Utah. They don't need any extra help, and Ingles makes him pay. Clock is turned off. Jazz will lead heading into the 4th quarter. The Clippers will have the ball to open the frame. 2-man game with Gobert. He flushes it in. 81-75.
Be a starter for the Clippers team, and that's what you're asking them to step up against a team with the best record in the league. They've done a terrific job.
Over Patterson, no whistle. Steps away for 3, it's good. He's hitting almost half of his 3s the last 16 games in a quick timeout for Ty Lue.
You can do it a couple ways, Brian. Obviously, you got to start at the defensive end with stopping the layups in front of the rim looks that they've been giving Utah. And there's another one at the rim, finished off.
Looks for Beverly. And these 2 teams will go back at it on Friday. Hey, a little mid-range jumper, a bit out of desperation for Ivica Zubac. Leaves it in.
That's the kind of things that they need to do to chip away at this lead that Utah has right now. Find ways to come up with buckets, second shot opportunities. You get fouled very often.
Gobert sets the screen. Clarkson comes up firing. Boy, he is not shy to shoot. He knocks down the tray. He has 15. Zubac's being overplayed by Gobert. Takes him to the rim. Gobert recovers beautifully for the block. Wow. 95-82. Mitchell, surrounded by defenders, gives to Gobert. Exclamation mark on the possession. Since the momentum shifted in the favor of Utah, but not by much in the 3rd quarter. That's not the case now. And Jordan Clarkson puts it up and makes it 100-80. It's the bigger number than the percentage, the fewer 3s that you give up. In this day and age, as Beverly gets a clean look and knocks it down. Pat Beverly is also one of those league leaders in air ball rebounded by O'Neal, and he lays it in. Ball leads by 20. Great ball movement. Clarkson for 3, wiggles out. Rebound tapped in by Royce O'Neal. Mitchell going to go ISO on Patrick Patterson. The Clippers have waved the white flag. Did that at about the 6-minute mark. Again, these 2 teams will line up on Friday. Who will be available? We don't know. We're special here in quarters 3 and 4, and that is the buzzer.